What's up? My name is Bradley, and today I'm going to be talking about nematodes. Scientists estimate there's roughly a million species of nematodes out there, but only 28,000 have been described, and 4 out of every 5 animals on the planet is a nematode. They're pretty cool, so I'm going to talk about them. So, one healthy tablespoon of soil can contain thousands of nematodes. Nematodes are on every continent on the planet, making them a cosmopolitan species. Not only that, we estimate that there are 10 sextillion individual nematodes out there. So that's 10 to the 22. That's a shit ton of animals. So nematodes get their name from the Greek, meaning thread-like, but these ones in particular are named Caenorhabditis elegans, and they are really special little guys. They helped scientists win Pulitzer Prizes. They were the first multicellular organisms to have their whole genome be sequenced, so they're pretty important for science. Yeah, let's talk about them for a second. Scientists have, in fact, mapped out their whole genome, but they also know what every cell in their body does. They have about 1,000 of them cells because they're only 1 millimeter long, but they've tracked out every single stage of their cell's life. So from the time it's born to the time it dies, which is pretty amazing that we've come this far studying little fucking worms like that. But yeah, so C. elegans, pretty cool. Won some prizes, so thank you, C. elegans. Now, with the good stuff comes the bad stuff. This right here is Placentonema gigantisma, and it is roughly 27 and a half feet long. And guess where this one lives? Inside of a sperm whale. More specifically, inside of a female sperm whale's placenta or uterus. Now, we're not exactly sure what the fuck it does there, but being 27 feet long says a lot. Now, this one's weird. This is a caterpillar, and it is dying, and those are nematodes right there. This is a little story for you. So, basically, what happens is these nematodes that are around this caterpillar have this special bacteria in them that kills caterpillars. So, what happens is the nematodes find their way into the caterpillar, whether it's through their spiracles, aka how they breathe, or their mouths or their butts. They get in there and they release this bacteria that pretty much liquefies the insides of a caterpillar, and the nematode will start eating on it, and then they will explode out, which is kind of crazy. So scientists were pretty baffled by this, and them friggin' science hippies went and found the gene in the bacteria that kills off caterpillars. And the gene is called makes caterpillars floppy, or in short, MCF. And what they've done is they've found that gene, and they have made it so all you gardeners out there could use nematodes to help with pests, which is pretty cool. So it's a kind of another way to use pesticides on your plants rather than spraying them with chemicals. Kind of cool, huh? So what's even more crazy is that some nematodes have a symbiotic bacteria that they emit when they go after caterpillars and bugs and things like that. And this symbiotic bacteria produces bioluminescence, which is kind of cool. Look at that. It's glowing. Now, why would a worm that a nematode is eating, why would you want it to glow? Well, this just signals to other bacteria and other nematodes, back off. This is mine. Stay away from my shit. This is my feast. It's mine. I work for it. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. So in the Battle of Shiloh in 1862, it was a crazy war. A bunch of people died. But it was cold and muggy out there, and the wounded soldiers were waiting for medics to arrive. Well, What's even crazier was that these bugs were crawling in the wounds of these soldiers, and believe it or not, they started to glow because of nematodes and their symbiotic bacteria that produces bioluminescence. So these wounded warriors were literally glowing, and studies have shown that they were able to see medics quicker and they had a better survival rate. So thanks, nematodes, once again for coming to the rescue. So there you have it. Some nematodes that fucking murk caterpillars, and there's some that are good for your soil. Thank the nematodes for all of life's problems and solutions. I hope you learned some cool shit. Okay, bye.